Good evening, everyone. Hello, and I welcome you all to this wonderful Facebook Live. Why? Because this topic is really very important in all our lives. I know, and you also know, because our life is just the result of the choices we have made. In short, all our decisions we make actually are creating our destiny. All the decisions you take make your destiny. Agree or agree? If not, then look back and just observe all your failures and successes. I'm sure that you have more successes than failures, and even if you think otherwise, just look into your life and see what kind of decisions you had made, because of which this was the reality. I mean, this was the result. So every outcome of your life is the result of decisions you make. Decision making is a very important process, because I know that I have been a very poor decision maker. I have made many wrong decisions in my own life, and whenever I had made decisions, maximum times I was confused. And then with time, as I learned to make my own decisions, and that too, getting out of that fear, whether it is right or wrong, I understood that there is a very simple formula by which we can make proper decisions, appropriate decisions for ourselves. Now, why decisions are important? Because the fundamental principle is thoughts become things. Yes, you heard it right. Thoughts become things. Whatever you can imagine, whatever you can think about, can become a reality. Don't believe me? Okay, then just go in the research mode right now. If you think about the most beautiful structure in the world, and if what comes to your mind? Taj Mahal? Okay, that was also a thought once. Think about any beautiful structure, any beautiful man made thing, and it was a thought in someone's mind once. And then that thought was drawn on the paper. Then many people worked out on that plan. They took right action in the right direction, and that's why that structure came into fruition. Similarly, if you look at the work of architect, they do the same things. If they want to create any structure, they first talk to the person for whom they are building the structure, and then they discuss about the ideas and thoughts and imagination. So one person conveys that idea to another person, and that person starts imagining it. Then they draw it on paper, and then they explain it to their team members. Then they start working upon it, and then after a few months there is a beautiful structure in front of our eyes. So this is all about just an example of how thoughts become things. Now, let's bring this concept into our lives. Whatever decision we make, whatever thought we think has a capability to come into reality. Now, who decides whether the thought is capable or not? The thought which gets the thought which gets more power, the thought which gets more power comes into fruition. That means it gets converted into result or your reality. Now, how do we give power to our thoughts? Through our feelings, through our actions, and through our intention. Right? So, without wasting our time, let me take you to my mind map. So, let me share my screen. Yes, I hope you can see my screen. So if you can see here, this is your desired result or dream. Now, to get this desired result or dream, what is important is action. We all know that. If we just keep on thinking about it and if we don't take action, we cannot make that dream our reality. But what is important here is that action needs to be the inspired action. Now, what is inspired action? That action which makes you feel good and you enjoy the process, and it is aligned with the goal, right? So that is an inspired action. But only taking inspired action will not be sufficient, because what is important is here is consistency. Now, if you take action once and you forget about it, and then you don't do anything about it, then it is very difficult that you will get any success in this area, because you also know how exercise that is done consistently every day for 6 months or for a long period of time gives magical results, like, right? So this principle of nature always favors consistent people. So if you have that capability of carrying out this action consistently, then it is easier. It is easier to achieve your goal. But then what stops us from taking inspired action and consistent action? And what can make us take inspired action towards it? So it is about direction. If you have a thought that you want to do something and you are ready to take action, but not all the actions take you towards goal. If all the actions could have taken you towards the goal, then many people would have been richer or more successful than they are. But many times people take action, they keep on taking action, but their action is not directed towards their goal. So if your action is towards the goal, and if you have proper intention, intention means what is the intention of taking this action? What is the intention of earning a lot of money? If you want to earn millions of dollars, why do you want to earn that? Okay, so I have to clarify my intention to myself first, so that I can be more useful to this world. Okay, then be more specific. I want to help underprivileged children, and I want to sponsor their education. I want to spread the extended education to all the parts of the world. So, this is the intention. Now, what are you going to do with money is more important than just having a desire of earning a lot of money. Now, what is the purpose of your goal? What is the purpose? What is the goal? For example, if your goal is to earn $1 million, what is the purpose? Purpose is, that means through which are you going to earn this money? So for example, if I say that through my experience, then I want to spread smiles into every person's life through dentistry, that is my primary profession, or my passion, that is coaching, through manifestation. So I want to spread smiles, want to elevate the energy of this universe, and want to spread peace, fulfillment, abundance, and happiness around me. So that is the purpose. So when your direction is right, and then it is possible for you to take action, because not all the actions are the ones which you like. There are many times there are boring actions that you have to take, like going to gym every day, going for running every day, or exercising daily might not be an interesting and enjoyable activity every day. Sometimes you may feel like, I'm getting bored today, I don't want to do exercise, or I don't want to take, it's so boring to take action towards my business or towards earning money. So even if you find it boring, you will take action regardless of what you feel, if you know the direction, if you know your intention and purpose. The next factor, which is the most important, is feelings. What is feelings? Feelings means, see, if you want to take an action towards your goals, you know the direction, but you don't feel any excitement to work for your goal, then it is difficult that you will be able to achieve your goal. But when you have excitement, you have burning desire to work towards your goal, and you love that job or you love that work which is required to do to reach that goal, then you will certainly become successful. So what happens here? Feelings are the fuel. That means when you add a feeling to the action and direction, you raise your vibrational frequency, and all your dreams and desires are here at the higher vibrational frequency. And when you have that burning desire to achieve your goal, then even if any obstacle comes, you will be absolutely clear not to give up. So when you enjoy the process, you have burning desire, your vibrational frequency is raised. Even if there are obstacles, You know that these are temporary and you are more powerful than these obstacles. Now, the next one is thinking. Thinking Thinking can be empowering or disempowering. Now, why I'm saying empowering and context? Empowering means positive thinking, for example, in simple language. I don't want to say positive thinking, but empowering thought means whichever thought which makes you feel better or which keeps you in action mode, that is empowering thought. So if my thinking is empowering, then what will happen? I will be more driven to take action towards it, right? But if it is disempowering, doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter whether your thinking or thought is disempowering or not. What matters most is the context. Your thinking has many thoughts. Thoughts are the content of your mind, but context is always more powerful than content. So what is the context? For example, if I failed in my exam, for example, I'm a student, I failed in my maths exam, I'm really feeling sad and disempowered. Yeah, I'm feeling disempowered, but what is the content? Content is low, means negative emotions. That means low vibrational frequency. But what is the context? Now that I'm not feeling good about myself, the context is, this is the last time that I have scored so less marks. Obviously, I want to earn more marks next time. And because I don't like this feeling of being a failure, let me see and let me check out what my next step is. And now my next step is to understand mathematics better and to study towards it every day, to practice equations and mathematical uh, problems every day consistently for 2 hours a day. Now, this context is more powerful than my disempowering feeling. If I have failed in my exam, obviously it is not possible for me to be happy and to vibrate a higher frequency. But because my context is powerful, it is going to keep me going, and this thinking will make me create that burning desire. Maybe there is no joy, there is no happiness and enjoyment, but my burning desire is so high that it makes me take action in the right direction. The direction means when I study every day mathematics for 2 hours a day, I am going towards my goal. My intention is to my intention is to create that feeling of victory and to overcome this feeling of fear towards mathematics. My purpose is to achieve great marks or better marks than I have earned. So my action is inspired and consistent when I practice every day, and I start feeling good about the process. I go and create desired results or dream. Right. So this is the process. And if you have achieved now, if you have achieved any, or if you have, I'm sorry, if you have experienced any failure in your life, just look into your life and see what was missing. Maybe that there was not any context in your thinking, or thinking was not empowering, or feelings, there was no burning desire or less burning desire, direction was not right, or the action was not inspired or consistent. Now, look into your success stories. In all your success stories, I guarantee you that your thinking was empowering and it had a powerful context. You had a burning desire to achieve it. You enjoyed the process. Your vibrational frequency was high. You were in the right direction. The action was inspired and consistent. Right? So, this is what I want to share with you. But give me a minute. I want to share another screen with you. Just a minute. Mm. Screen. Yes, I hope you can see my screen. Yes. So if you can see here, the topic is, if you can see here, yes. So if you want to achieve any dream or desire, why I'm talking about dream or desire? Because obviously whatever we do it for certain result, right? Certain result. So for example, if the thought is there to get richer and happier, and maximum people in this world have this desire. This is the desire of getting richer and happier. Now, one day, while just having a cup of coffee or while doing your chores, that thought comes to your mind, I want to get richer and happier than I am now. So if you really want to get richer and happier, it will create certain kind of excitement within you, because the moment you create that thought of becoming richer and happier, your mind will start visualizing the outcome. What will you do if you become richer and happier? And this visualization of outcome will create that excitement. Now, this excitement is a feeling. Can you see? This is a feeling which makes your vibrations raised. So this feeling of excitement raises your vibration, and it is a strong driving factor for you to take action. This excitement drives you to take action. Now, when there is excitement, if you go and start discovering the intention. Now, this is a very wonderful process to reach your goals faster. What is my intention? Why I am doing it? Why I want to get richer and happier? Because that way I will be more useful and I want to experience that feeling of fulfillment, abundance, and peace. Then, is this the right direction? What I am doing, is this taking me towards my goals? If yes, then that is the right action. Now, many times what happens that we want to get richer and we are excited, there is intention, but the goal is not definite. If you just say, I want to get rich, I want to become successful. Now, when you say, I want to become successful, there are many definitions of success for every person. For me, the definition of success might be different. For you, the definition of success might be different. For someone, it is about earning a lot of money. For some other person, it is about having a great body shape and being able to run or lift weights till the age of 90 or 100. For some other person, relationship is the foundation of success. So for every person, this definition of success is different. And that's why it is very important that you write down your definite goal. What is your definite goal? So, just a minute. So, what is your definite goal? Maybe you might be feeling that my definite goal is to earn my first 1 crore, or running 10 kilometer in 1 hour, or I want to experience more empathy in my marriage. Then this is very specific. Now, for that, you have to analyze and see within yourself what exactly you want. If it is money area, saying I want to get rich or I want to be successful is not going to serve you. If you want to say that I want to run, I want to be fit and healthy, but what does healthy and fit look like on the screen of your life? If you say that I want to have a good and loving marriage, but good and loving marriage has many different variations and definitions. So a particular thing that you want in your marriage might be empathy. I want more empathy in my marriage. So these are the examples of having definite goal. Now, after definite goals, what is important is action, taking a right action. So what is the right action? If if the action is right, then it is inspired and it is in the right direction. Now, if you see here, just a minute, this is the desire, and this is the desire. Then, when we came to definite goal, we took action. What does it give us? when you have intention, proper direction, proper feeling, you take right action, you start experiencing fulfillment, peace, and abundance. And this is the ultimate goal of everyone. This is the ultimate goal. So you have to analyze what ultimate goal you want to have, because even if you want to earn a lot of money or become healthy or have empathetic relationships, great fulfilling marriage, everything comes down to an experience of feeling. So ultimately, even if we want to earn a lot of money, we want to experience that feeling, how it feels to have 1 crore or $1 million, how it feels to have an empathetic marriage, how it feels to be absolutely healthy and happy. This is the feeling we want to experience. So even if your desire is to get richer and happier or whatever, but the dream or goal, ultimate goal, is to experience that particular feeling. So after just a minute. So after having this excitement, intention, definite goal, action, and then going to that particular uh, goal, just want to share something else with you. Yes, I hope that you can see my screen. So here we come to the main core topic, decision making. Now, as you can see in the screen, what is actually decision making? Let's see. Decision making is something that we decide within ourselves so that we get to certain point in our life. So that may be a career goal or work related goal in relationships, or in our daily life we take many decisions. Now, for example, we have already went through two mind maps till now, how we know that your thoughts, your feelings, your direction, action lead you towards goal, right? So now you are absolutely clear how thoughts get converted into things, how your thinking is driving the future of your life. So your mind, your thoughts, your thinking is actually contributing immensely, and it is the only criteria, the initial criteria which contributes to create your destiny. Now, for example, in decision making, many times we get this feeling, no more struggling, enough is enough. Whenever you go through a low phase in life, or whenever you go through a lot of struggle and obstacles, you feel that enough is enough. Now I want to achieve what I want to achieve. Now this feeling, or this if you have gone through a lot of trouble, then it makes you feel like you're suffering a lot. But even if that is a disempowering feeling, but if you think that enough is enough, I want to take action, that creates inner drive within you. Now this inner drive makes you take inspired action with expert guidance. When you have that inner drive, I want to, inner drive means what? Inner drive means internal motivation. That means self discipline. No one else, you don't need anyone else to tell you what you should do to achieve your goal. But your internal motivation, your self discipline, your inner drive makes you take action towards your goals. So this inner drive makes you take inspired action with expert guidance. Why expert guidance? Many people have that inner drive, they take action, but if you are not taking any guidance from the expert is the person who has already walked that path, saw the failures, gone through all the troubles and struggles, and now they have another strategy, or they have a plan, so that they help others to get to that particular goal, and they have achieved that goal. So this is the expert guidance. If you don't take expert guidance, then there are chances that you may make certain mistakes, and it may take a lot of time to come and to learn out of those mistakes, right? But when you have expert guidance, you save your time and energy. Now, What happens after that? When you take inspired action, there is now, as you can see here, when you take inspired action, focus, flow, never give up, and that leads to a rich, healthy, happy life. When you have someone to guide you, then there comes a time when you are ready to focus on your task. You are ready to focus on your goal. What is your final goal? And then that goal, if you start focusing on that goal, you are, whenever you take action, you are in the flow. If you are in the flow, then you are in that rhythm of life. When the momentum is built up, then you don't feel like you have to give up, and then uh, you don't try to quit whenever there are obstacles. Many times people fail here because whenever there comes a challenge or obstacle, they tend to give up. But people who achieve their goal never give up, because when they are in that focus state and they are in the flow, then every obstacle is passed or conquered as if water flows through many rocks, right? And that never give up attitude takes you towards your goal of becoming richer, healthier, and happier. Now, there can be many thoughts. For example, now when I talk about inner drive, inspired action with expert guidance, focus, flow, and never quitting, there is another way. Another way, many times thoughts are positive or negative. Positive thoughts means they make you feel good, and these thoughts motivate you, inspire you, and drive you towards taking action. But many times there is a negative thought which makes you feel bad about something. Someone says something to you, they criticize you, and you really feel bad within your heart. But how do you channelize that energy? If that negative thought also makes you focus on your goal more, it also keeps you it also takes you it also makes you be in that flow zone. And if you try to maintain your emotional state higher. Now, what is emotional state higher? Means even if they have criticized you, but when you take action towards your goal, if you are not in positive mindset, then there are very little chances that you will be ever successful. Because every person, if you want to be successful in a relationship, then you need to be in that emotional state where you can contribute and give more. If you want to achieve great health, then even while exercising, if you don't enjoy your exercise, means if your emotional state is not like enjoying the exercise, then it is difficult to be consistent. And when your emotional state is higher, you tend to take right action towards your goal. Now, this right action makes you rich, healthy, and happy. But there is another possibility. Many times when there are many uh, struggling, a lot of struggling, enough is enough, and that makes me feel fearful or afraid, then many times out of fear, people don't take action, and then there is no result. Now, if you have doubt and fear, maximum people suffer from self doubt and fear. If there is doubt and fear, it is a negative emotional spiral, because this negative emotional spiral will not allow you to rise in the vibrational frequency. It will pull you down and it will stop you from taking action. Because whenever there is doubt and fear, always remember, negative thought never comes alone, it comes with an army with it. So, if whether I'll be able to do it or not, I'm not sure. Whenever that doubt creeps in, then your mind will remind you about all your failure stories. Do you remember at that time you had made that wrong decision, and because of that this had happened, that had happened, and it was absolutely a wrong move. And then this mind will create many experiences. It will bring experiences of fear and self-doubt in the past, which will stop you from taking action, because it will reduce your own self-confidence. It will reduce your faith in yourself. And then if you don't have any belief in yourself, you will not take action and there is no result or no gain. And this loss will stop you from achieving goal. So the same thing is here. When you think that enough is enough, there are two options every person has: having an inner drive or feeling is being afraid. Now, how to change this pattern? Yeah, Pallavi, I understand that there are negative emotional spiral. I have gone through it, but then what to do? How to change this pattern? Now, here is a very simple process that I will take you through. And for that, you have to just ask a few questions to yourself. The first step is ask yourself, why do I get afraid? Ask yourself, whenever there comes a time when I need to take action, why do I get afraid? Think, think. Just pause this video and take 5 seconds or 10 seconds and just take a long breath. And now exhale. Now ask yourself in this moment, why do I get afraid? Why do I get afraid? What answer comes to your mind? Nothing? Something will come. Because the answer, and whatever comes to your mind, you know what is the real answer? The real answer is that we don't know whether it is right or wrong for us. Many times we are not sure whether this action is going to be right for me or not. And this fear of being, what if I'm wrong? What if decision gets wrong? Then it doesn't allow us to take right action. So why does that happen? Because our goal is blurry and indefinite. So whenever you don't have a specific and definite goal, it will create fear and confusion in your mind. Now, I just want to ask you one question. Now that you know what is definite goal, you know what is the definite goal. So if you have, I don't know what is, you have this thought, I don't know whether it is wrong, right or wrong. Yes, they have told me that, I feel that it is right, but still I'm not sure. That means you don't know what you want. If your goal is right, like I want to create my truest identity, enough is enough, and I want to move ahead, then this goal is definite. So this will not create any fear and confusion. Now, how can I overcome that? Know your mind first. Because when we don't know the things we are doing is right or not, the goal we want to achieve is blurry and indefinite. And why is that so? Because we don't know even whether it is a right step to take or not. And that leads to fear and confusion. Now, if having specific goal is important, then how to achieve that state? Now, whenever you feel that, just think, is this what I am doing is taking me towards my goal or not? Now, why knowing your mind is important? Because your mind will always take you away from your goals. The job of your mind is not to keep you happy or successful. The job of your mind is to just protect you, to make you survive in this world. And for that, your mind will never allow you to go out of your comfort zone, because your mind thinks that if you go out of your comfort zone, your life will be over and you will not be alive, because this comes from the survival instinct mechanism. So your mind will never allow you to take action which is beyond your comfort zone. Now, this knowing your mind will make you it will make you able to understand what is going on in your mind, because your mind always wants you to be in comfort zone. Now it is your responsibility to go out of your comfort zone whenever it is required. So having definite goal and specific goal will give you conviction. Yes, I want this. Because whenever I have a blurry goal, I don't know what I want, then if there is an opportunity, my mind will say, even you don't know what you want. Let us be comfortable. Don't take that action because it is scary. And if it is scary, it is threatening to your life. And this mind will stop you from taking action. Now imagine that you have a properly written goal, number, like I want to earn $1 million, or you want to run 10 kilometers in a half marathon, or you want to have empathetic understanding relationship with your partner, then this is a specific goal. Now when you have this specific goal, and whenever there is an opportunity, you have conviction, yes, I am convinced that I want to achieve this, and this is the right opportunity, so I need to take action. When you have that conviction, you become more powerful than your mind. Now when you have conviction, you have belief in yourself, your mind will be powerless, and it will allow you to take action, because it knows that there is no threat to your life, but you're taking action consciously out of conviction, faith, and belief. So does this decision take me closer to my goal? Friends, this is the most important question you need to ask yourself every day. Whatever you're doing, you're reading a book, or you're chatting with your friends, or you're doing any activity, ask yourself, does this activity take me closer to my goal in either health or wealth or relationships? If it is not taking closer to my goal, then I'm wasting my time and energy. And if it takes, if there is an opportunity, there is a conversation, and if it is taking me towards my goal, then yes, it is the right action. Now, fear fades away. As soon as you have that conviction, your fear will fade away. Now, whenever you take action, there is fear. Whenever you take action or you make a new decision, there is fear. Now, how to conquer? How to conquer this fear? Now, whenever you have this fear, if you take action, it is not fear. It is not fear. That's why I took this name of fear multiple times, so that you can understand that whenever we say fear, or whenever we make a decision, we have that nervousness. If you want to invest a lot of money in certain program, or certain uh, uh, any decision which takes you ahead in your life, then it will create a certain kind of discomfort, and we think that it is fear. But it is not fear, because it is discomfort. And why? Just, yes, it is discomfort, and we misunderstand is as we misunderstand is as fear, but it is not. Now, if it is not, now, if it is not fear, what is it? It is discomfort. If when Why does our mind keep us in discomfort? Because we don't have a habit of making big decisions. When we don't have a habit of making big decisions, then your mind will say that might be this is not right. Because in our whole lifetime we make many small decisions, but there are very less big decisions. And whenever a big decision comes, we don't want to hold ourselves responsible for the failure of that decision. But if you are sure about what you want, and if you think that this is the right action for me, then this conviction will make it easier for you to take your decision. Solve this problem. So it is a right decision to reach my goal. Now solve this problem. Whenever there is fear, we have to solve this problem. How to solve this problem? Ask yourself, is this the right action to reach my goal? Yes, this is the right action. This is the right decision to reach my goal. Then make that decision. If can this person, if this person I'm talking to is the right one, can this person help me reach my goal? Yes, they can. Then make that decision, and don't wait and think about it again. The moment you give some more time to your mind to think about it, like for example, if you I go for many coaching calls, and whenever there is a discovery call, self discovery call with members, they always say that yes, Pallavi, it is all good, I want to go ahead, but let give me some time to think about it. So it is not that person who is saying that I want to think about it, it is their mind. And I know how mind is overpowering them, because the mind never wants that uncomfortable action. Your mind thinks that if I pay this much of amount, or I just make this difficult decision, then I will be losing something. And when I lose something, that means I may lose my life. This is what your mind thinks. But when you look at the value that you're going to get out of that exchange of energy, then you can convince and you can convey your mind that this is absolutely a safe energy exchange. Many times your mind doesn't know all the details. So when you create that thought, the value I am going to get out of it is much more valuable, then your mind is convinced. So having that conviction and faith in your goals and your direction will make it easier for you to take right decision. And in that phase, just go ahead and make that decision, because if you give yourself more time, then your mind will always give you silly reasons and excuses. Let me talk to my partner, let me do this, let me finish my child's education first, let me do everything for other people first, and then I will take this decision. Remember, your life happens only once, and everyone's life is happening at the same time. So if their goals are important, your goals are also important. And if you give excuses to other people why you didn't take that decision, then remember, it is not their loss, it is ultimately your loss, because your excuses are also thoughts, and thoughts become things. So whatever excuses you're giving are going to become the reality. So that's why they say that think before you think. Now, this mind, why will this mind give excuses? Because it wants to keep you in your comfort zone. So this process takes me to my goal. Does this process take me to my goal? Yes. Then make that decision because it is right for you. If that conviction within you will just speak out for you, yes, this is the right decision, go for it. And ultimately, whatever happens, if you are able to control your mind or you're not able to control your mind, ultimately it is your choice. Because if it would have been so easy, many people, more than 90% people in this world, would have been successful till now. Why it is hard to achieve success? Because people hesitate to make decisions. People hesitate to make right decisions at right time, and they waste a lot of precious time. They waste a lot of precious years in just thinking about it, analyzing things on their own. And then they lose out on time and opportunities. Opportunities, because time is always more precious than money. Whatever investment you are going to do in anything for your own progress, growth, and development and elevation is only going to make your present and future more beautiful, more joyful, more successful, and more purposeful. So it's worth it. But many times we don't tend to think about it, and that's why there is a difference between successful and unsuccessful people. Successful people make a habit of doing the things that unsuccessful people don't like or feel uncomfortable doing. Ultimately, if you look at this mind map, it is all about taking that uncomfortable action and making that uncomfortable decision of making that uncomfortable decision of going ahead in life. When we have that courage to rise above our fear, to rise above the discomfort of our mind, and have that conviction, yes, this is my goal. When you know about your definite goal, when you're specific about it, and you have conviction, this is what I want, and no, enough is enough. I don't want to struggle anymore within myself. When that thought comes to your mind, not anymore, not anymore. And this courageous feeling will create that burning desire inside you. It will give you conviction, and this burning desire will raise your vibration to such a high level that it will be very easy for you to conquer your mind. Once you conquer your mind, this will not come to your mind, I will think about it. You just go ahead, make that decision, take action, take inspired action, take expert help and guidance to elevate yourself to the next level. Because in this, yeah, in the next year or in the coming years, if you want to create a miraculous future for yourself and your life, then what is going to save you or what is going to elevate you is nothing but your decisions. Yes, every person becomes powerful because they can make certain decisions or they cannot make certain decisions. So this is up to you. As I said, choice is yours. Whether you want to be successful or not, whether you want to realize your highest potential or not. Because, my dear friends, you are not born here to suffer. So don't make this suffering as your comfort zone. You're not here to compromise and adjust all the time. You're here to live and enjoy the fullness of life that life has to offer. You are here to experience the love that is coming to you through abundance of health, wealth, and relationships. So, are you ready to experience peace and fulfillment? If yes, then go out there and make right decisions for yourself. See you in the next session. Till then, take care and bye bye. Keep smiling, keep shining.